A 4-pound nut would make even Newton shake his head. If one of these smashed into your head, gravity would be the least of your worries. Speaking of Newton, for years he never questioned why things fall down, until finally, an apple hit him, and it all made sense. The reason Brazil nut trees are over 50 meters tall is so they can drop nuts from high up to smash them open, allowing the seeds to spread, but the thick layer of dead leaves in the rainforest acts like a soft mattress. And the shell of this nut is harder than concrete, which seriously prevents the seeds from sprouting. Very few animals can actually crack it open. Because of this, the nut tree has to outsource the job. The agouti, as a rodent, is perfectly suited for this massive project. Its huge front teeth are built-in tools. With its powerful bite, it can quickly crack the shell open. But the agouti chews on these nuts for another reason too, to stop its teeth from growing too long and preventing it from eating. So even if it doesn't get paid, it still has to do the hard work. Obviously, with the Brazil nut tree as the boss, it never holds back the agouti's paycheck. Each nut contains several seeds inside. This cash-on-delivery payment method has kept their partnership running smoothly without any arguments. But the smart agouti does not hand over its whole paycheck. It secretly stashes a portion away in a secret hiding spot, burying it. Then, when it goes out to relax, it digs them up for a treat. This behavior looks a lot like some of you watching right now. But if your wife finds your secret stash, you better have a good excuse ready. The leftover nutshells still serve a purpose. Even though the rainforest is humid, it does not store standing water well. The poison dart frog must find water before its tadpoles dry up, and the empty shells left by the agouti make the perfect nursery. A lucky poison dart frog can just move right in. This new home is filled with fresh water and plenty of floating food. The little tadpoles can safely grow up here until they are ready to find food on their own. As the saying goes, some are happy, some are sad. In the dense rainforest, when you hide too much of your paycheck, even a smart agouti will forget a hiding spot or two, and this ends up doing a huge favor for the boss tree. Nourished by plenty of rain, those forgot nuts slowly sprout and break through their shells, but growing so close to the mother tree means fewer nutrients. Thankfully, Mom thoughtfully ordered some takeout. A rotting alligator carcass provides a bunch of nutrients. Once it breaks down, these nutrients are fully absorbed by the roots. With plenty of food, the seedling can grow like crazy. This is also a key way the rainforest maintains its fertility and biodiversity. The mother tree also funnels a massive amount of nutrients down. This whole family effort to help the seedling grow means that in just a few years it grows several meters tall. By now, the little sapling has become the famous big kid on the block. One rainy afternoon, the adolescent nut tree is right in its awkward teenage phase. Suddenly, a bucket orchid throws itself into its arms, but this isn't an accident. The arrival of the bucket orchid will play a huge role later on. As it gets older, the Brazil nut tree becomes successful. It looks like it is finally time for it to blossom and bear fruit. The milky white flowers are incredibly dazzling. Clueless outsiders follow the scent right to it, but these strong-willed flowers are pretty arrogant. The massive flower crown acts like a heavy security door, blocking most pollinating insects. It is not that the flower has high standards, but rather, the pollinators just are not strong enough. The tree is waiting for a specific crew that can really get the job done. And the bucket orchid next door is the foreman. It gives off a charming scent, attracting the male orchid bee to come do business. But the male bee has zero interest in working. He is just here to shop for some pollen. Only a man smelling like fine cologne can win over the ladies. As a master perfumer, the male bees front legs work like brushes, gathering pollen and storing it in the pollen baskets on his back legs. He just needs to add a little mixer to create an irresistible scent. But as a longtime business partner, after collecting pollen, he has to introduce the right workers to the orchid. Now, his masculine perfume works its magic. The scent draws in the female bees, who love collecting nut nectar. With that, the whole supply chain is complete. The female bee can easily push past the heavy security door. She is the only one in the entire Amazon rainforest who can crack this barrier. Her massive size allows her to collect plenty of pollen. Next, carrying the pollen, the female bee visits other flowers. This is how the Brazil nut tree actually gets pollinated. With plenty of sunlight, the tree needs many months of long growth before the fruit is ripe. And because Brazil nuts are so rare, profit has driven humans to ruthlessly enter the Amazon rainforest and start greedy commercial harvesting. The seeds inside sell for a really good price. However, this leaves the agouti, which relies on these nuts, facing the risk of food shortages. Due to the Brazil nut tree's complex pollination process, humans cannot farm them artificially. The bucket orchid, bees, agoutis, vegetation, structure, and soil fungi are all essential. It is a tightly connected ecological loop where everything matters. And in recent years, humans have targeted the Brazil nut tree's hard wood. Under ruthless logging, centuries-old trees are constantly falling down. If this situation continues to spread, the Brazil nut tree will eventually vanish from the Amazon rainforest completely.